I wonder why people look at me when I'm wearing this. Wonder. Oh god. Yeah, I see why. I need to get like a chest strap or something so it's not as obvious, you know? I'm back in Texas, can you tell I'm dressed normal? I don't have a fucking hoodie on. Sorry it's so loud. I'm running the AC because it's so warm. But somebody made a great suggestion on my last video about like what pay would be like if I had a trainee. I think I read it right. If we want to compare different ways of, you know, what to expect when you're making money. Wow, it's Steve. She mentioned a single income household, which is what I am doing. I am the primary breadwinner of my home, and I wasn't making anything, but luckily I had a great job before I started to do this, and my circumstances may be a little different than yours. I had a good amount of savings saved up, and we calculated that 3 months away from home, where I was literally just being trained, I wasn't bringing anything in, we could survive. To the point where we had to stay a little longer, so I had to get help to pay rent. And then of course, January, February, I had to go with Salvation Army to pay my rent, to help us with rent, because, you know, I was still in training. I wasn't making enough money to pay all of my bills and also pay my rent. So I had to get a lot of help. Despite having my savings, we just burnt through it, you know. So just talking about that, you know, when you go into training, you get $71 a week if you choose to do that, and that's so that you can eat while you're there. You're not spending your own money. They're basically loaning you money so that you can eat on that money instead of burning your own money. You're gonna pay it back. You're gonna also pay for the hotel. That's $600 flat rate. No matter how long you stay there, you're paying $600. So if you have to stay longer, like I did, you're capped at $600. Then you pay for your meat lock, then you pay for your load locks. They give you 2 for free, and then the other 2 I think are like 45 bucks, and then the meat lock's 150. I really hope that wasn't the Stevens truck that just parked. Sounded like something big just got hit. Whatever, anyways. So with all that being said, you get the $71 a week to eat. That's your T-checks. You got to get on a shuttle if you didn't take your own vehicle, and you got to go to get it cashed at a check cashing place. They make it out for $72. You're only supposed to get 70, but the place they take you to, they only charge you $1. So you get 71 bucks a week. Those $2 are free. You're only paying the $70 every week. And then after you're done with that, you go to orientation. Those first 3 days of orientation still count as the $71 a week. On the 4th day, you're officially an employee of Stevens. You'll be making like $71 a day. So from that moment until you get back to grad class, you're making $500 a week, not including your taxes taken out or any additional things. Because if you got child support, they're going to catch up and they're going to find you. It only took them like 2 weeks to find me. So I don't know what this lady's doing in front of me. She's like right in front of my truck, just driving slow, really close. Don't hit my truck, old lady. Anyways, so yeah, $500 a week. And then when you go out on the road, you're making 40 cents a mile, loaded or empty. And y'all know what I'm getting paid for that, based on the miles that I'm running. So roughly 3,600 mile a week would get you about $1,100 with only taxes taken out. Now, somebody had mentioned like what my pay would be if I was a trainer and I had a trainee on the truck. You still make the same amount of money. You're just getting paid as if you're running a team, and you're getting the whole check. So think of a team running, you know, once you get a trainee that's level 3, you can run the truck at like 17 hours a day. So you can make 1,500 mile loads in 2 days. When if you were just a regular contractor or a company driver, it'd probably take you about 3 days to get there, maybe four. If you run at 500 miles a day, I would say 3 days. and you'll get there. Versus like 2 days. So you can effectively run more miles. Then of course your trainee only makes $500 a day, and you would make their miles and your miles with your pay. So that's where it comes in. That's why you make so much money. It's because the trainee's still driving as if they were an actual driver, but they're only getting paid $500 a week. No matter how many miles they get, they have to get 240 hours. That's even if you ran 10 hours a day and you were allowed to, you would literally have 24 days of that, where you're from one person, you would have 24 days, hypothetically, where you would be able to run that kind of clock and still be able to make that kind of money. Well, somebody just parked next to me, so it's going to probably be loud until it's shut up. But, so, depending on what the fuel surcharge is, then the $1.04 you get flat for deadhead, you're going to make some good money. Like my trainer, my second trainer, sent me a screenshot of what he made. It was like $3,600 he made in 1 week. That's good money. But, you know, I'm getting into a more personal thing here. Like, do you really trust your life in someone else's hands? Somebody that's possibly never driven before in their life. The only training they've had is like the iffy shit they do at the yard. You know, you get to drive out on the highway maybe twice. You take a road test, and then if you don't fuck up that one time, then you pass. You know what I mean? So, are you comfortable doing that? I don't know if I am. Maybe 7 months down the road, if I'm still with Stevens and I want to, I'll try it. I'll try to train somebody. I'll go to the class and whatever. Speaking of class, business class, my buddy called me today and told me that you get $50 a day to do business class. And then every day after that, however long it takes for them to get you your truck, $150 a day. But, I mean, that's free money basically, because I'm just sitting there. And I don't have to go anywhere. I'm on the yard, so I got free laundry, free showers every day. Overpriced food, of course, but you know what? I got food on the truck. So, yeah, I'm just trying to kind of compare what you'll be making. And, you know, whatever your circumstances are, you'll be able to determine whether or not you can do it. It was rough for me. I won't lie. It was rough, but you know, it was do or die for me. And now I'm making money. And we'll see what happens with this contractor gig. Hopefully it pans out. If it doesn't, I'm just break the lease. I'll just walk away from that lease, and then I'll fucking go back company until my year's up. But we're gonna get a taste of this contractor gig, see how many of these incentives I can take advantage of, and then y'all are gonna be with me the whole step of the way, like from start to finish. I haven't left y'all out on anything that I've done so far on this truck. So I'm experiencing it for myself, and then I'm just gonna share that information with you guys. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wait. I was gonna try and nap, but literally I gotta be up in like half an hour to get ready to roll out, so I can go be at Walmart an hour early, because they won't take you any earlier than that, and see if they can get me a door, or if I can just drop this load and fucking go home, because I'm ready to go home. How long have I been on berth? I've been on break for an hour and 23 minutes. So yeah, in about half an hour I'm gonna leave. It's gonna take me 15 minutes to get there. Anyways, who cares? Remember, just lays low. Hey, fucking ready. Take care, and I will see y'all another time.